Einen wunderschönen guten Morgen zusammen. Oder guten Mittag, besser gesagt. Hey, here we go. Hallo, 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 hallo. Muten, das Endmuten. So. Wie geht es euch? Habt ihr gut genächtigt? Ich habe viel zu gut geschlafen. Auch ein bisschen viel zu lange. Oder was ist viel zu lange? Bis 10:30. Eigentlich normal, ne? Eigentlich normal. So, ich bin gespannt, wie es mit Alphen weitergeht. Und ja, ob wir schon so langsam gen Finale gehen, ich habe keine Ahnung, weil irgendwie fühlt es sich ein bisschen so an. Shion ist weg. Shion ist weg. Und Licht von hinten. Ja, ein bisschen Licht von vorne machen. Ja. Letzter Lord und so. So, muss mal eben was ist das? Der Zügel schreiben, ob alles geklappt hat. Der müsste nämlich eigentlich jetzt schon im Zug sitzen. War ein bisschen leiser. Ne? Ba, 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 ba. So, wir gehen einfach schon mal rein, dass ihr ein bisschen Musik habt. So. Deswegen heute auch nur ein Shorty, so bis 3:30 ungefähr. Dann muss ich nämlich die Zwiebelnase abholen vom Bahnhof. Nein. Gott, das sieht so komisch aus ohne Maske. Genau, Alphen erinnert sich an weitere Details seiner Vergangenheit, einer Zeit voller Feuer, Blut und Tod. Außerdem taucht in seinen Erinnerungen eine Frau auf, die Shion sehr ähnlich sieht, und er erfährt die Wahrheit hinter ihrer Identität. Nachdem er Shion und mit ihr sein Flammenschwert verloren hat, zieht er entmutigt und verfolgt von dem, was er nun weiß, durch ein unbekanntes Land. Genau, er war nämlich irgendwie ein Projekt, sag ich mal. Der Herrscher, deswegen, ja. Und den Helm hatte er von Naori gekriegt, die den gleichen Nachnamen wie Shion trägt und auch Ähnlichkeit mit ihr hat. Das war alles vor 300 Jahren. Ja, also hat er quasi durch das Projekt, was fehlgeschlagen ist, wohl irgendwie, vermutet er. Er hat wohl ziemlich viele Leute da. Also er gibt sich selbst die Schuld. Keine Ahnung, ich bin gespannt. So, steckt da gleich jetzt ein. So. Dann gucken wir mal, wie es jetzt weitergeht. Vor allem, wir fühlen jetzt Schmerzen. Weil wir unseren Helm nicht mehr haben. Belastend. Mal eben kurz was gucken. Kommt jetzt eine Cutscene? Nein? Okay. Jetzt wahrscheinlich wieder in ihrer Ecke. Komm her, Tisha. Komm her, Tisha, wenn du schmusen willst. Hopp. Hauptsache schon am Schnurren. Der Bekloppte. Ja, du schnurst doch schon. Du willst schmusen. Komm. Hopp. Ich hab gerade wieder Schlafenszeit, ne? Ach, da ist deine Schwester. Die sind gerade noch irgendwie unentschlossen, ob sie schlafen wollen oder spielen. So, dann müssen wir jetzt mit einem sprechen. Na gut. Hi, Dohalim.
You're certainly full of surprises, aren't you? Trust me, it's not intentional. Sorry, that was insensitive of me. Though, there's still an awful lot I wish I could understand. Every new piece of information seems only to yield further mysteries. The truth feels just as elusive as when we first started. I am well aware of where you got your powers. But why, as a Danon, do you bear the same crest as the current Renin sovereign? More to the point, why choose a Danon for their sovereign in the first place? And then there is the Maiden, a figure so powerful, she's playing yin to the sovereign's yang in esoteric ceremonies. And yet, I've never even heard of her. Then again, this all occurred 300 years ago. What if the term sovereign doesn't even hold the same meaning as it did back then? Listen, I may be a traitor among my people, but I am still Renin, born and raised. I learned the same history, listened rapt to the same tales. And yet now I feel like there was little truth to any of it.
Speaking of which, there's something else that I remember from the spirit channeling ceremony. It used the Renis Alma.
You're certain?
Yes. Or at least that's what they called it. Only you would know if it was one and the same.
Oh, I have never laid eyes on the real artifact myself. And you never participated in a crown contest. You're not even Renin. Many mysteries lay buried in these 3 centuries past.
Aber wahrscheinlich der erste
3
Herrscher.
centuries is more than several lifetimes. Was I really out that long?
Well, I'm only estimating based on historical record. But all the facts would seem to point that way.
Who the hell am I?
If I may be frank, we have even bigger fish to fry than that. By comparison, the far more important question at hand is, just what does it all mean?
Frank, huh?
Sometimes, we need a little help in addressing the truth behind our pain. Not to compete over lives lost, but I suspect your count is still somewhat beneath mine.
Thanks for lending me an ear. And sorry for being a bother.
Please, no thanks are necessary. The quicker you get back on your feet, the sooner we can all get back out there.
Das sieht trotzdem doch so falsch aus ohne Maske. Was sagen denn die Dorfbewohner hier so? Wie es scheint, gab es ein großes Schiffsunglück. In letzter Zeit wurden Menschen und Dinge mit der Flut angespült. Ja, wir gehören dazu. So, wen haben wir hier? Winwell.
All this time, I thought it was the worrying about Shion and the pain bringing you down. I didn't realize you were lonely too.
Kaffee vergessen.
I guess all of us are. In one way or another.
Yeah, but you've only just found out. I mean, no, not found out. Remembered.
To tell you the truth, I was actually beginning to forget I'd even lost my memory in the first place. Now that it's returned, well, you can see what I'm like. It's strange. When I think about Lenegus, it still feels like it was only a year or 2 ago that I was there. But then I realized what feels like years was actually centuries ago.
What about your hometown? Do you know if it's still there?
I doubt it. When the Renins invaded, the world as I knew it changed overnight. Even if the place is still there physically, I expect the people will be long gone. Certainly everyone I knew, at least. My family, my friends.
Yeah, I know how that feels. I have no home to return to either. No family waiting for me. I used to curse my bad luck that I'd ever been born a mage in the first place. Otherwise, if I hadn't, maybe my mother and father would still be alive today. Although if that had been the case, I guess I'd probably still be just another slave with no means to resist. I'd never have met up with you guys, that's for sure.
Have you learned to embrace your powers yet?
Nuh-uh. I resent them a little less than before, though. They've kept me alive this long, right? I try not to think about it too much. After all, who can predict what the future will hold? I guess what I'm trying to say is that with everything that's happened in your past, finding out you're the Sovereign and all, it's no wonder you're conflicted. Heck, honestly, I think anyone would be.
Rinwell.
First it was Shion, then it was me, and now it's you. All of us suffering. just because of some power we never even asked for.
Yeah. All this time you were suffering right in front of me, and I never even knew. I feel like I finally understand what you and Shion were going through.
You couldn't have known. Still, if you want to make it up to her, shouldn't we hurry it up and rescue her already? Poor Shion must be lonely, all by herself wherever she is.
Yeah, you're right. Let's get going.
Let's get going. Ich going mal eben meinen Kaffee holen. Den habe ich mich stehen lassen. So. Und ich will mal eben... Achso, kann ich jetzt gar nicht, weil Wilmer gar nicht in der Gruppe ist. Okay. Und ihr Outfit mal eben ändern. Hi, Kishara.
What do you see out there?
Zeugles. Strays by the looks of it. We unwittingly disturbed their territory on our way here, and now they're looking pretty riled up. So, feel like you're making headway? You know, sorting through things?
All I know is Shion needs our help. As for what happens after that...
Say, how did you get back down here from Lenegis, anyway?
I came down in a Renan starship. I have Naori to thank for that.
What happened to her? Did she come with you?
She stayed behind. Just as I wanted to get back to Dana and my people, Naori's place was with her fellow Renans, performing her duties as the Maiden. Neither of us asked for the power or roles we were given. I suppose we felt a kinship with each other in that sense. But even then...
Wait, so you mean it wasn't just Danans like you that Lenegis abducted? You're saying they forced Naori, one of their own, to serve against her will as well?
Even within Renan society itself, there exists a hierarchy. I don't think she was ever given the option to refuse. Despite that, she did everything she possibly could to serve her people. The very same ones I ended up slaughtering. And even after that, she still helped me escape back to Dana. She stayed behind on Lenegis to help any of her people who survived. I owe her more than words can express. A debt left to fester for what? 300 years? How do I even begin to make up for something like that?
In all honesty, you don't. You can't atone for what's happened in the past. I don't think anyone can. Be it several centuries ago, or just yesterday.
What are you saying? That I might as well give up?
I'm saying you don't have to be a white knight in shining armor. Back after my brother had passed away, it was you who told me that his dream lived on inside me. And you did the same for him, for Dohalim, when he was ready to give up too. You were there for both of us. You know what I heard? I heard you telling me to keep fighting, to strive no matter what.
Then I was out of line. I had no right to ask that of you.
No, you're wrong. Those words were exactly what I needed to hear at the time. In fact, I would go as far as to say that I wouldn't even be here had I not heard them. Left to my own devices, who knows when I would have been able to pick myself up. Besides, it's not like killing all those people was a choice that you made of your own free will, right? The truly terrible ones are the people who abducted you. The ones who forced you to wield that power. They're the ones you should be blaming. Not only that, but that guilt you feel inside, that's all the proof you need to know you're a good person, Elfin. Do you understand? If I'm still allowed to fight and keep on living, then damn it, Alphen, so the hell are you. But, if you're still not convinced, then ask yourself this. What is it that you've really been fighting for this whole time? Go on, ask yourself.
What I've been fighting for, huh?
Tja. Für ein besseres Leben. Fischi, Fischi. Kein Loot mehr, der hier rumflattert. Oh. Stimmt, Law haben wir auch noch. Den habe ich fast vergessen. Haha. Hi, Law.
Alphen, are we gonna go rescue Shion or what? What's gotten into you, man? Aren't you worried about her?
Do I even have any right to be?
If you were in my place, you'd say, to hell with all that. What do you want to do?
Sounds like me. Pretending I have all the answers is kind of my forte.
Come on, man, snap out of it. This isn't like you. Look, I get it. You finally remember your past, only to feel like you've lost yourself again. You're in shock, and who wouldn't be? Worse still, you blame yourself for what happened. And yeah, I don't agree, but that doesn't mean I don't understand either. But here's the thing. None of that's got anything to do with Shion.
I guess.
It's about Naori, isn't it? Look, you're still here, aren't you? Who's to say this chick isn't alive and kicking out there somewhere, too? Fine, I've said my piece. The thing is, though, where does this leave Shion?
My power consumed me once already. I left behind a path of fire and destruction. And the same thing could happen again. I can't guarantee anyone's safety, including Shion's.
So you think we might get burned up because of your sovereign powers? I can think of worse ways to go. Come on, fight this thing! What happened to the guy who talked to me after my dad died? The one who cared enough to reach out and save me? That's the guy I was proud to follow. Not this faltering imposter who's taken his place.
Law.
No, I'm serious. What's gotten into you, man? Just give me the word and I'll beat some sense into you if that's what it takes. Now, I'm gonna ask you this once and only once. Are you serious about rescuing Shion or not? What's it gonna be, Alphen?
What do you think? Of course I want to rescue her. Hell, I'd do it right now if I could.
So then quit griping and do it already!
Listen, you're probably right about all this.
Alphen.
Nicht wahrscheinlich, ja.
It's exactly like you said. Whatever happened in my past has nothing to do with Shion. But there's still so much that There I go again. So much for the inspiring Alphen of old.
He could be a pain sometimes. Besides, even a hero has to let the cracks show once in a while, right?
Yeah, I guess you're right. Just give me a little more time to fill in the cracks. And thanks, Law.
Hey, don't even mention it. You've totally got this, Alphen. I believe in you.
Ach, das sind alle so tolle Charaktere. Alle. Alle
Back to
zusammen.
the inn, I guess.
Ich hoffe auf jeden Fall, dass wir nachher, bevor wir Shion retten gehen, dass wir dann noch die Wahl haben, frei zu traveln und so. Ich würde schon noch vorm Finale, was dann vielleicht, maybe, also es fühlt sich gerade alles so an, als geht's gen Ende. Und vielleicht schaffen wir dann nächstes Wochenende nach der Streaming-Pause das Finale. Aber ich würde halt vorher gerne die Nebenquests alles noch machen und so. Und vielleicht auch ein bisschen grinden und so. Ihr wisst? Ich hoffe, dass wir da noch die Chance zu kriegen.
Alphen! There you are!
What is it?
Zeugles, that's what! They're almost at the village gates!
Any closer and they'll be house hunting. I knew we shouldn't have cut through their territory.
That Sounds bad.
Komm schon.
Can you fight? No shame in bowing out if you're not up for it.
Kisara's right. You don't want to go overdoing it.
I'm up for it.
Really?
You ready?
As ready as I'll ever be. It's now or never, right?
Endlich.
Alvin, right. Great to have you back. Now let's do this!
Ja, alle wieder da. Erhöhte maximale AL. Ja, Law, tollpatschige Ausnahmekämpfer. Nachdem er seinen Platz und Sinn im Leben gefunden hat, schwört Law, gemeinsam mit Alphen zu kämpfen, egal wie ungeschickt er sich auch anstellen mag. Inferno-Schlag. Wo waren wir denn gerade bei? Ah, hier waren wir bei. Elementarangriff ist natürlich viel geiler, ne? Aber machen wir erst die beiden hier noch fertig. Bei ihr immer noch nichts zum Leveln? Ne, doch, hier oben, aber nein. 2000 kostet, oh Gott. Okay. So, dann kann ich jetzt ja mal eben... Rinwell... Ich habe nämlich wieder was Neues herausgefunden. Man kann nämlich die Farben ändern. So, oh. Ich hätte auch bestätigen sollen. Ja. Perfekt.
Dark people, if we don't
müssen wir jetzt hier raus,
act
oder
fast,
was?
they're going to get into the village.
Right. We need to hurry.
Herrscher Wahrheit. Codename für die auserwählten Dena, die eine Schlüsselrolle... Okay, müssen wir nicht hin, aber wir können ja mal gucken, ob hier noch Loot rumliegt. Aber anscheinend nicht. Okay.
Do you sense one of your friends, Hoodle?
Okay, irgendwo im Dorf muss noch eine Eule sein. Müssen wir gleich mal gucken.
Remember, if the pain's too much,
We've all got our own pain to deal with. I'm done letting others pick up my slack.
Here they come.
Oh Gott. Ich glaube, wir machen erst die Krabben.
Come through.
There's a firm no-Zoogle policy.
Fine by me. Let's get to work then.
Au.
illuminate the dark! Are those arms even natural?
Swallow blade!
Now for something
Orochi's fury! Its armor's too strong.
It'll split it open!
Be my guest. You're finished.
Look sharp.
Take this.
Wow, wow, wow. Ich sollte, by the way, auch
Too fast.
Dingsens aus der Gruppe nehmen.
Trip it up.
Swallow blade.
Kisara.
It's
Und mal lieber Dingsens reintun, weil der heilen kann. Weißt du, kann auch nicht wieder einkaufen. Last.
You have to hold on.
Raging Star!
Tiger blade.
I can carve through armor.
Time to shine.
Done
Is
to
there
dust.
no way? Nico.
Lightning Orb! Raging Star!
That's much better.
Lightning Condemned!
Take this. Swallow dance. Now I'm in the groove. Whirlwind smash. Now I'm in the groove.
Not in your dreams!
Talent shattering the pieces. Attack time.
Tempest Whirl! More where that came from! Swallow
Here we
Swipe!
go again.
Die machen das schon, die beiden.
Do or die.
I'm on a roll now.
Air thrust.
Glaube nicht.
Photon.
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Ich könnte natürlich auch wechseln und Law spielen, aber ich komme auf Law nicht so gut klar.
A roll now! That's enough! That freaking does it!
In
Gotta
here.
get it!
I'll
That
be
freaking
saving
does
this
it!
one. Dance
First
in the
strike!
wind.
You're done!
In here.
Anything in armor is all mine!
I'll be
Okay.
saving this one. Not in your dreams.
Eat this! I'm
Do you require a hand?
More where that came from.
I'm on it!
Air
You're
thrust.
done!
Dann nehme ich jetzt doch noch ein Pfirsich-Gelee. Schaffe ich schon.
Blah, blah, blah,
Now you see what I can do!
Freeze Lancer.
That's enough.
Dance in the wind. Air thrust.
Take this! Eat
Ja,
this!
ich muss gleich auf jeden Fall Dual in die Gruppe packen.
Raging
I'll run you
storm.
through!
Celestial
Storm!
Und Heilzeug kaufen.
Alphen, you okay?
I'm fine. This pain thing really hurts, huh?
But hey, at least you're still alive.
It wouldn't be called pain if it was pleasant. It can be pretty useful, though. It's good motivation to improve and get stronger.
Guess I've got a lot of room to improve in that regard.
Anyway, I'm glad we could protect the village, especially after everything they've done for us.
Yeah.
You know, Thistleum kind of reminds me of home. The people here have hidden themselves away out of the fear of being found, always watching their backs. Though in the end, home was destroyed anyway.
That won't happen here.
Oh? Is that a hint of fighting spirit I sense?
Yeah. I won't lie. Some of these memories will take a while to process. But I've learned something too. My rage, this fury I feel at our so-called rulers, it comes from having so much of myself stripped away from me back then. Friends, family, home. They took everything from me and left me with nothing but guilt. I was completely alone. At least that's what I thought. But not anymore. Since I awakened, I've met people who I care about. Friends who hold me up. Friends who make me feel like I'm worth something. And I won't lose that. Not ever again. I'll protect those bonds with everything I have. That's why I need to keep fighting.
But Xion comes first.
Of course. First we rescue Xion, then we defeat Volron and liberate Dana. Everyone, will you fight with me?
Say the word and I'm there.
Certainly no objections.
Then it's agreed. Our next stop will be the capital, Pelegion. According to the villagers, there's a huge cliff separating Thistleum from the capital. Luckily for us, there's a path we can use to climb up.
Sounds like a plan. Let's go.
Gut, dann ist das unser Ziel auf jeden Fall für heute, die Stadt zu erreichen. Mindestens. Es wird schon wieder kalt. Ich muss mir mal wieder eine Strickjacke holen.
We don't know what lies ahead. We should prepare well before we venture forth.
Yeah, can't exactly fight at the top of your game when you're hungry.
Good point. Let's stop by the inn and plan our next move from there.
So.
By the way, how is Mahavar doing?
Uh...
Wait. Don't tell me we still haven't found him.
It's not like we haven't been looking. I've covered the whole length and breadth of the coast, but
All of the other crew members are accounted for, including us. But we weren't able to find Mahavar. He's still missing.
I see.
Perhaps he couldn't bring himself to abandon the ship.
You mean at the bottom of the ocean? Damn it.
We don't know that it sank. We all washed up on the same shore. If the ship went down, isn't it strange we haven't come across a single piece of debris?
Do you think he might still be alive somewhere out there?
I think stranger things have happened. Whether he's alive or otherwise, we've exhausted all the avenues available to us. All we can do now is press on ahead.
Fine, let's get going. Thistlein was founded by Danan's fleeing the tyranny of Renan lords, right? But when you first came, they must have known Dohalim was Renan. So why do you think they let us in?
they almost didn't. But it wasn't just Dohalim they were wary of. They didn't trust any of us.
Even the weird Danans just like them?
Hi, Nico.
When you live life in constant fear of being pursued, it's only a matter of time before all outsiders start to seem a potential threat.
I suppose that makes sense. So how did you convince them to trust us?
You saw how destitute the village was. They needed food, badly. We hunted some Zeugles for them. That seemed to do the trick.
Of course, a little magic-assisted roast didn't hurt things.
Never underestimate a full stomach's ability to put a person at ease. It turns out a hearty meal can be a powerful weapon.
Wie geht's dir? Alles schick bei dir. So gut ist Wochenende gestartet.
Something's on your mind. You having second thoughts about rescuing Shion?
Of course not. Shion's our friend. Almadria was the one I hated. For as long as I can remember, she served as a symbol to me of everything Renan. But ever since getting to know Shion, I realized it doesn't make sense to group people together like that. Every individual is different.
I see.
Besides, the situation with Almadria was something else entirely. I'd already decided I wasn't going to kill her, but when I saw her die right in front of me, a part of me thought it served her right, that she'd gotten what she deserved. But another part regretted that someone else had come along and killed her instead. Don't get me wrong. If I had the chance again, I still wouldn't kill her. But it's not like I'll be shedding any tears now that she's gone. It's all so confusing. I don't know how to make sense of any of it.
Who said it had to make sense?
Huh?
Rinwell, you've done nothing wrong. You've started to question the beliefs you've held all your life. It's only natural for you to feel disoriented. You didn't give in to the hatred you felt for Almadria. You made a choice not to kill her. And that's significant, whether you realize it or not. As for what it means exactly, that might be worth taking some time to figure out on your own.
Some time.
Or don't, if you don't want to. It's just an idea. I'm still searching too, remember?
No, I think you're right. It can't hurt to keep searching after all. And hey, thanks, Kisara.
So, jetzt. Ach naja, wir hätten mir einen neuen PC holen müssen. Oh, wieso? Was ist da los? Wird nicht so toll werden, zwecks Geld, ja, das glaube ich. Bei dir alles hübsch? Alles supi. Alles supi-dupi bei mir. Ich rüste jetzt die Tage meinen PC auf. Also nicht weil kaputt, sondern einfach weil bessere CPU und so. Ich habe Urlaub jetzt nächste Woche noch. Meine Kassis sind eingezogen, denen geht's gut. Die sind gut angekommen. Also alles schicki. Ich kann mich nicht beklagen. Aber ich wollte mir noch Heilstuff holen. Und die sind bekloppt, die beiden, weil Luna sitzt schon wieder hier und toucht auf dem Bildschirm rum. Bekloppte. Ja, ich bekloppt. Ich habe auch Urlaub die Woche, ja, nice. Jetzt müsste man seine echt. Ne? Stinknase. So, können wir eigentlich noch neue Waffen herstellen? Ja, ne? Müsste. Oh, wir haben schon wieder neue. Oh Gott. Eiszapfenzahn. Die können wir herstellen. Auch wenn die kacke aussieht. Eisstein. Geladene Staudenfragment. Luna. Komm da weg. Komm her. Die können wir herstellen. Astralkristall. Geisterschwanz. Okay. Und den müssen wir machen können. Genau. Und die Sachen gibt es wahrscheinlich im nächsten Gebiet. Als Zapfenzahn und glänzender Kristall. Astralkristall. Cool. Ja, Stufe 5. Okay. Okay. Gut. Verkaufen wir einmal 13 silberne Hundemarken. Wo haben wir die denn her? Wir sind wieder reich. Naja. Reich nicht, aber.
Have you guys checked your equipment lately?
So, dann hier muss ich einmal kaufen. Nämlich davon welche und davon welche. Spazille. Chili brauchen wir nicht mehr. Nö. Tofu? Oh Gott. Ich bin gleich wieder pleite. Ja. Ich kann auch noch mal gucken bei Verkaufen. Wir haben bestimmt ganz viel von ganz viel irgendwas. Materialien. Über 85 Weizen. Sehr viel. Aber bringt auch nicht so viel. Wovon haben wir denn noch mehr? 64 Granitzahn. Das Erz? Nee, ne? Davon können wir mal 24 verkaufen. Davon können wir 2 verkaufen. Kleinvieh macht auch Geld, ne? Davon können wir 19 verkaufen. Davon können wir 21 verkaufen. Da haben wir doch gleich wieder ein bisschen Geld. 96, Alter. Zack. Haben wir wieder ein bisschen Geld. Passt doch. Sehr gut. Okay.
Did we really just spend that much money?
Und wir müssen noch einmal schlafen, damit wir essen können. Machen wir das nochmal.
This looks perfect. Guaranteed to hit the spot.
Was ist denn an einem Rechner kaputt, Neko? Wie steht denn hier so rum? Daka könnte bald abrauchen. Oh je. Oh je. Such dir doch noch was Teureres aus. Aber immer so, ne? Ist aber fast immer so. Wenn was kaputt geht, was Teures.
Do you sense one of your friends, Hoodle?
Ah ja, genau. Jetzt suchen wir einmal hier das Dorf ab, weil irgendwo muss hier noch eine Eule sein.
I can't wait to start making our meal.
Bitte eine 30
We
80
having
werden.
something new to eat?
Yep, now that we have all the ingredients.
Wenn schon, dann gönnt man sich dann auch richtig, wa? So, wo ist die Eule? Hier oben irgendwo.
I wonder if something happened.
Irgendwo hier. Sternhaarspange? Oh, die könnte auch gut für Renewal sein. Ich muss gleich mal angucken. Ja, ist leider arg überteuert. Ah. Achso, genau, das wollten wir noch machen. Gut, dass ich hier durch Zufall raufgegangen bin. So. Er kann nämlich heilen, du Halim. Die ist auf der falschen Seite. Das ist ja doof. Ne, dann bleibt das alles so, wie es ist.
You're saying we should check the owl forest?
So, dann haben wir hier.
Okay.
Ihr wisst, wie man gegen Säule kämpft, dann muss ich euch um einen großen Gefallen bitten.
Why?
Ihr scheint wirklich in einer ernsten Notlage zu stecken. Ich hätte schwören können, dass wir bereits alle Zeugel ausgelöscht haben, die ins Dorf gelangen wollten. Oh, ihr wart das? Die Zeuge versuchen gar nicht, uns anzugreifen. Sie stehlen unsere Fische. Fische? Ja, diese Affenzeuge haben riesige Arme. Sie schlagen mit ihnen auf die Wasseroberfläche und erzeugen so massive Schockwellen. So betäuben sie die Fische, damit sie diese an die Oberfläche treiben und dort einfach weggeschnappt werden können.
Damn it.
Irgendwie haben sie das in letzter Zeit gelernt und sie sind verdammt gut darin geworden, weil es uns hungrig macht. Da sitzt er ja echt in der Patsche.
What?
Verdammt richtig. Es ist ja nicht so, dass Fische auf Bäumen wachsen. Diese Raubfischerei ist nicht gut für unsere Gewässer.
Is that so?
Oh, es geht also eher darum, wie sie fischen, als um den Fakt, dass sie auch euch die Fische wegschnappen. Ihr seid die Einzigen, die das Zeug dazu haben, diese verrückten Affen zu vertreiben. Können wir uns auf eure Hilfe verlassen? Na klar.
Okay.
Auf jeden Fall. Wir werden diese fiesen fischenden Zeugel ein für alle Mal vertreiben. Ich hätte es selbst nicht besser formulieren können. Die Situation hat sie echt entzürnt, dass sie selbst Anglerin
Great
ist.
job.
Das ist äußerst nett von euch, Ma'am. Tut mir leid, dass ich euch das aufbürde, aber wir wissen das sehr zu schätzen. Na gut, Angeln Scheusale. Ja, mach mal. Und sowieso einiges an dem Quest, ne? Na gut, das ist ja fortlaufend. Ich warte, bis der junge Mann seine Kleidung ausgesucht hat. Ja, das dauert auch irgendwie ewig. Achso, wir können in der Bibliothek noch mal ein paar Bücher vorzeigen von Rinwell. Besiege Gottesanbeterin. Die war Stufe 45, ne? Könnten wir auch bald versuchen. Und löse das Rätsel und erlange das Instrument. Das würde ich halt auch gerne machen. Flackernde Kerze. Ja. Machen wir erstmal ein paar Nebenquests. Machen wir erstmal die. Gucken dann nochmal, ob der Mann endlich seine Kleidung gewechselt hat. Geben nochmal ein paar Bücher ab. Und dann machen wir das Rätsel. Ich glaube, die Gottesanbeterin, die ist immer noch 15 Level höher als wir.
Apex predator of these waters. Just watch and
Gut.
see.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves now.
I guess we're having fish for dinner tonight.
So. Hier sollen auch irgendwo die Zeuge sein. Oh, dann laufen wir hier einmal alles ab, machen die eine Nebenquest. Haben wir hier einen Schnellreisepunkt? Wahrscheinlich hier hinten dann. Können wir dann nämlich erst die anderen Nebenquests machen. Tomaten.
Right, here goes! You're mine! It's over! Captivity! You're through! Luna Rondo! You're on!
Dance in the wind! Sleep
It's
now.
over! Luna Rondo!
I'll be saving
I'll stop its charge.
Thanks, Kisara.
Swallow that!
More where that came
It's
from.
over! Now I'm in the groove! I owe you one.
Here,
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Dance to the wind!
It was
Seal.
nice having that day. That's enough! Look sharp! Lightning tiger blade!
Was ist meine Anordnung jetzt anders unten? Ich habe eigentlich nur
This should make for some good weapon crafting material.
Oh, guck mal. Eiszapfenzahn. Nächste. Spitzkristall. Ein spitzer, scharfer Kristall, der fast alles durchdringt, aber leicht zerbricht, wenn er Kräften von der Seite ausgesetzt wird. Und Thermalstein. Ein Stein, der selbst in eisiger Kälte Wärme speichert. Ein praktischer Begleiter, um sich in kalten Nächten in eisige Regionen warm zu halten. Okay.
Feels like I'm melting.
Calaglia was pretty hot, but at least the air there was dry. Out here, it feels like I'm trying to walk through thick soup.
I can hardly breathe, it's so stuffy. And don't get me started on the insects. You hanging in there, Hoodle?
Oh.
It's brutal, all right. I can feel my energy being drained away just by walking. All this vegetation makes it hard to keep an eye out. Keep your wits about you, everyone. And watch you don't keel over while you're at it.
What's needed at times like these is a relaxing hot spring. That would soon help us adjust.
And where do you expect us to find one of those?
What about you, Alphen? All that gear, and you hardly seem to be breaking a sweat.
Yeah, I guess when you've lived a life devoid of pain for as long as I have, even feeling hot and bothered can be a welcome change.
Well, lucky you, I guess. Just don't expect us to carry you when you pass out.
So, Angelstelle. Eine neue Angelstelle.
There's a nice breeze here.
Ja, aber keine Fische. Doch, da. Ha! Zack.
There we go.
Da haben wir ja schon einen. Bam, ba, bam, ba, 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 bam, ba, bam, ba, 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 bam. Und was ist es? Mal eben die Katzen.
Anybody could reel in that.
You sure know what you're doing.
Ah, yes. So. Ah. Die kraxeln immer. Die kraxeln immer an den Essensstühlen hoch. Und dann über den Esstisch. Und das ist das Einzige, was die nicht sollen. Und an meinen Stuhl hier kratzen. Das muss ich dir noch. Aber es sind Babys. Das muss ich dir noch irgendwie abgewöhnen. So. Was war das jetzt? Ich habe nicht drauf geachtet. Egal.
I've got a good feeling about this one.
Ich teste halt noch rum, ja. Aber ich bin ganz froh, dass sie nicht so viel Unsinn machen. Also die haben direkt Klo angenommen, die haben mir nirgendwo hingepisst oder hingekackt. Die haben direkt gefressen, also da kann ich schon froh sein. Da kann ich schon froh sein, dass das so gut lief, alles.
I didn't think I'd catch something this big.
Neuer Rekord, dänischer
That's
Barsch.
gotta be a new record.
Ist aber auch nichts Neues, ne? Dänischer Barsch hatten wir auch schon woanders mal. Vielleicht sollte ich auch mal den Köder wechseln, wa? Oh, das sind andere Fische. Ich will dich gar nicht.
Reel it in.
Ich bin wieder ein Barsch. Bam, 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 bam.
Boy, that's a bit of a
Oh.
letdown.
Could have been worse. At least you caught something.
Soll ich mir jetzt mal einen anderen Fisch? Köder. Aber haben wir noch keine andere? Müssen wir uns auch mal abholen. Blatterfalle. Lassen wir den mal.
There we
So,
go.
was ist das jetzt hier? Der hält auf jeden Fall ein bisschen was aus.
I'll get you next time.
Okay, ich glaube, ich brauche erstmal eine bessere Angel. Ich muss nachher auch mal abholen. So, dann gucken wir mal
All we
weiter.
have to do is get rid of that thing, right?
Kopfsalat. Und da sind, glaube ich, unsere Affen, die wir brauchen.
No choice. You're mine.
Illuminate the dark. Come
Eat
forth,
dirt.
holy glitter.
Swallow damn. Elusive hollow blade.
Ey,
Azure storm.
Simeon,
ich glaube einmal von oben hier angeflogen.
Where you stand.
Aber zack.
Azure storm.
Allow me to
Here I
help.
come.
I'm on a roll, man.
Too fast.
Stand back.
Sonic thrust.
Trip it up.
Here I come. Be still.
Tempest world. More where
Take
that
this.
came from.
Azure.
Celestial hammer.
Swallow damn. Pierce through. Sonic thrust. Azure storm.
Radiant render.
You're mine. It's over. Be still. Mirage. Law. Look sharp. Lightning tiger blade.
small, but a victory nonetheless.
We have.
So, ich laufe jetzt gerade erst oben lang, ne? Okay.
Man, this place is thick with foliage.
I know. It feels like we're going to be swallowed up by all these plants if we stay in here.
Indeed. I much prefer the forests in Menancia myself.
Not that I don't agree, but maybe now's not the best time for Elder.
An opponent like this should
Die
be
brauchen wir
easy.
hier.
Swallow
How
blade.
dare you? I can carve through armor.
Elusive
Raging cascade.
Begin.
If they rush you, you gotta jump for cover, okay?
Forgive
Kann
me.
der wiederbeleben? Das weiß ich gerade gar nicht.
Raging cascade.
Resuscitation.
Ja, kann er.
Air thrust.
Sehr gut.
Vital energy. Now.
Look sharp. Lightning tiger blade.
Purge malevolence.
Dragon Shadow. Radiant light.
You're mine.
Force of regeneration. Regenerate my focus.
This one keeps charging us.
That's what my shield's for.
Allow me to help.
Get behind me.
Got it. I'll leave it to you.
With this,
I
I can become
Eisapfenschal.
even stronger.
Davon brauchen wir ein paar. So, laufe jetzt erst hier einmal rum. Dann hier. Ja, ich glaube ja. Schweini, Schweini, Schweini.
An opponent like this should be easy.
I'll tear you apart.
Raging storm.
Bestow thy mystic
Epic one.
mercy. Oh, now I'm real mad.
Raging
I'm not
cascade.
done.
Allow me to help you.
Azure storm.
On your
Air thrust.
Strike.
Photon flash.
Charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here
Lightning
to stop.
reflexes. Tenebrous claw.
Take this.
Air thrust.
Swallow blade.
Don't suffer in
Raging cascade.
Denied.
Take this.
Purge
You're
malevolence.
finished.
Magic is
Slash. Azure storm.
Swallow dance.
More for the
I owe you one.
stockpile.
You're
Another
mine.
incantation ruined.
Magic is there.
Schweinchen, komm her jetzt.
More for the stockpile.
Onward and upward.
Ein bisschen reich.
Go no further.
You're mine. Eat dirt.
Heal.
Ja. Ich hab gewundert, warum mein Flammenschwert nicht
I'm not done.
Bam macht, aber Alter. Hallo, hallo.
Ah! Take this. I'm not done.
Air pressure. I'll tear you apart. Glimmer Dragon!
Raging
Mirage!
Cascade!
Eagle Assault! Now I'm in the
Sonic
groove!
Thrust!
Purge Malevolent! Magic is
Azure
out!
Storm!
Freeze Lancer!
Slash! You're finished! Try hard! Not a chance! Slash! Azure Storm! Mirage! You're mine! Lunar Rondo! Mirage! No! Can't
Der ist ein bisschen langsam mit dem Heilen, der Dude.
Eagle Fly! Talon Hurricane! Glimmer Dragon! Denied! Eagle Assault! Talon Hurricane!
I'm ready! Kisara, I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life!
It was a close thing.
Thermalstein. Ein Stein ist selbst in also achso, den hatten wir schon. Okay. Den hatten wir ja schon. Achso, jetzt sind wir hier. Okay.
An opponent like this should be easy. Here I come! Swallow Blade!
Bestow thy mystic mercy!
Try harder! Here I come! Azure Storm!
I can carve through. Watch this!
Malevolent!
Here I come!
Arctic Waterfall!
Hurricane
now.
Thrust!
Bestow thy mystic
Lunar
mercy!
Rondo! Here I come! Mirage!
Felt fine not too long ago.
Be still! I'm not
It was
done!
nice while it lasted.
Let's do it! More! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Bei DC kribbelt.
Face you.
Here I come! Azure Storm! Slash! You're
The
finished!
abyssal deep.
Here I come! Lunar Rondo! Mirage!
In here!
Here I come! I'm nearly done for.
I'm on Captain
Mirage!
I'll be saving this one!
Talon Hurricane!
Here I
Rip and
Swallow
tear!
Blade!
Now I'm real mad!
This is my fault.
Ich sag ja, der heilt echt ein bisschen langsam, der Duhalin.
Negative
Vielleicht mal einen Shion wieder haben.
There's always room for improvement.
Oh,
What's this
money,
thing?
money. Money, money.
There it is. That's our target.
Mehr Affen.
Hi,
Ray
Hoodle!
and raring! No further!
Light
No
astral
escape!
energy! Illuminate the dark!
Dazzle!
Resonate with the
Holy
earth!
Grail!
Mirage!
Holy Land!
You're finished!
On your knees!
Hallo, heilen, 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 heilen.
This
One's all mine!
Tunnel!
Muss den vielleicht umstellen, auf dass der Strategie, warte mal. Kann ich den nicht einzeln befehligen?
Can you take
Sehr
it?
gut.
I can carve
Mehr aus
through
Heilen
I'll
konzentriert?
be saving this
Wäre ja nicht, dass sich alle mehr aus Heilen konzentrieren, sondern nur er.
Swallow Blade!
Not my finest snake.
I couldn't make it in time.
Supernova! Raging Cascade! Sleep now.
I'm ready.
More for the stockpile.
Elusive deity!
Achso, ich habe gar keine HP mehr.
Kazam!
Deswegen.
Here!
Swallow Blade!
I'll be saving this one.
Azure Storm!
Negative death! Resonate
The
with the
waters
earth!
of creation. Magic
Take it!
Kazam!
It's over!
Tidal wave!
Be
Raging
still!
storm!
Mirage!
Das erklärt natürlich einiges. Dann kann er auch gar nicht heilen.
that didn't go as planned.
We must consider well if this
Hi.
is the right path.
Hi. Wo bist du denn jetzt so schnell hergerannt? Hä? Mäuschen. Tomatoes. So, dann gehen wir jetzt noch hier unten rein. Dann da lang. Bis hierhin waren wir gelaufen, ne? Ja. Da vorne ist ja schon ein Lager. Ja. Nehmen wir einmal ein. Da. Lore kriegt ein Zitronengelee, dann sind wir auch wieder voll. Let's go. Was haben wir denn hier? Achso.
Coming through. Take this. Azure Storm.
That's freaking good!
Try harder. Not a chance.
Astro energy! Let's get it done!
Take this.
Watch this!
It's over.
Illuminate the storm!
Whirlwind
Lunar
Rondo.
the official team.
Mirage.
Here for us up
You
top.
picked the wrong fight.
Savage
Lunar Rondo. Mirage.
I couldn't make it in time.
I have no limits. Here I come.
Elusive
Storm.
Can you
Swallow
take it?
blade.
Elusive
Totally. In an instant. Impact Claw.
Snake could
I'm
be on
mine.
all good things come
It's
to an
over.
end. Dust to dust! Denied! Talon Storm! Ready? Do it!
I'll stop your movement.
And I'll stop your life!
Catchy.
First strike! I can carve through armor!
I'm not done. Swallow
First
blade.
strike! Talon Hurricane!
Lightning thrust. Strike. Lunar Rondo.
Elusive! Watch this!
Can't
Shit.
Forgive me.
Talon
This is my
Hurricane!
fault.
Do it! Law! Take! Blow them away!
Hey, anyone else think this might be a touch too dangerous?
Ridwell's
Und
right. We should fall back to regroup and try again later.
Ja. Hä, wieso bin ich jetzt beim Lager? Ach, das ist auch noch ein Lager. Ach so, hallo. Okay.
What do you say we check back in on the ranch?
Thermalstein. Ständiger Kristall. Ein Kristall, der nie seine Struktur verändert, selbst wenn man ihn kocht oder ins Feuer legt. So gilt er als mächtiges Symbol für Widerstandskraft. Komm her. Gizmo. Komm her, Stinky. Alles. Kleine Stinkbratze. Nein, ich will doch noch spielen. Ich will noch nicht schlafen. Kann man tauchen? Ich dachte. Ja, was denn jetzt? Spielen oder kuscheln und schlafen? Nicht mit mir spielen. Okay, dann haben wir hier alles und können wir mal eben gucken nach Waffen. Waffen schmieden, Waffen fertigen. Einmal bitte das. Aua! Hallo! Was stimmt denn mit dir nicht? Mal deine Krallen auf mein Bein. Pupsnase. Aua! Da ist nichts in dem Loch vor meinem Schneidersitz. Au! Nein, nein, nein. Bekloppt, die beiden. Einfach nur bekloppt. Mehr konnten wir nicht erstellen, okay. Rückschlag, dann verkürzt Taumelzeit bei Angriff um 20%. Lähmungsresistenz, Durchdringung 120, Eile. Oh, das ist für Lore. Stoßregen, Durchdringung plus 80%, Resistenz minus 80. Oh. Das ist aber nicht so geil. Beaufladrate, Resistenz plus 40. Das ist trotzdem minus 80%. Das ist nicht ganz so geil. Was haben wir denn noch neu? Ne, haben wir gar nicht neu, ne? Ne. Okay, dann werten wir den einmal auf. Scheiß mal auf Stufe 2. Stufe 2 brauchen wir alles nicht. Oh. Aufwerten. Dann Ausrüstung. Law. Oh, jetzt fehlt mir aber mehr Seltenheitsfunde. Belastend.
You guys checked your equipment lately?
So, einer pennt jetzt bei mir. Wo ist denn die zweite?
Better rest easy and prepare for tomorrow.
Ich glaube, wir hatten noch Buff, ne?
Rinwell, mind if we chat a little?
You're still awake?
I've always been something of a night owl. Ever since back when I was someone's property. Turning in for the night only made the next day come quicker. I wasn't in any great rush.
Sorry.
What about yourself? Care to share something from before I knew you? You were part of a mage clan, right? Must have been handy being able to rely on magic for everything.
Hardly. In fact, not at all. Magic's not so special when you're not allowed to use it. Always scared of who might be watching?
Right. Sorry about that. I guess I've read too many fairy tales.
We were still made to study it every day. It doesn't make any sense if you think about it, studying the very thing you're being persecuted for. But that's what we did, just like our parents and their parents before them. Honestly, I don't even know how far back it goes.
If memory serves, mages have been the stuff of legend for ages. Even as far back as 3 centuries ago, they were myths. Your people were persecuted even before the Renans got here.
Yeah, the more I think about it, the less it makes sense though. I mean, it was astral arts that let the Renans dominate Dana, right? Why didn't mages end up being the rulers of Dana then?
Maybe they tried, but they just didn't have the numbers. Or maybe domination just wasn't something they were interested in. Have you ever considered it might have been something like that?
I guess I haven't.
I wonder why magic alone attracted the attention it did. Swords can be just as lethal in the right hands. Why not ban them?
My best guess? Swordsmanship can be learned by anyone. Magic's more of an exclusive club.
So, you either have the gift or you don't. When something's not easily obtainable, it's hard to comprehend. People are scared of what they don't understand. And fear leads to persecution. So the problem's not magic. It could just as easily have been anything.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Tiefe
I'm counting
Verbindung.
on you, Alphen. Another day, another goal.
So, genau. Und dann gehen wir jetzt da raus und dann... Links hoch. Habe ich jetzt eigentlich nicht mitgenommen. Was haben wir hier? Pfeffer. Und Salat. Laufe ich richtig? Ja, laufe ich. Wunderbar.
Retreat if you know what's good for you.
No escape! Talon hurricane!
Negative gate.
Here I come!
Resonate with the earth. Stalagmite.
Field!
Be still!
See, what happened there is you crossed me. Shouldn't have done that.
Azure Storm! First strike! Take that!
Hurricane!
It's over!
Glimmer Dragon!
Bestow
You're
thy
mine!
mercy.
Azure Storm!
I'll be saving this one.
Come nearly.
Also der heilt trotzdem verdammt langsam, der Arsch. Muckisha!
This vanquished soul with life.
I'm on a roll now.
Our arts are being interrupted.
Not done yet!
Can you take it? Shine. Radiant light.
Take it!
Force of regeneration.
Azure Storm! Lightning thrust! Strike!
Dragon shell!
Mirage!
Eagle assault!
Sonic thrust!
Dance in the wind!
Azure Storm!
Dragon shell! Photon
Take this!
I'm ready.
Rolling!
Hey!
Blow them away.
They really made us work for that one.
Da nochmal gucken. Da ist noch eine Kiste.
Gotta break
Wilder
through!
Wumsel.
Azure Storm!
Regenerate.
Dazzle!
Arrow squall!
Now I'm in
I
the
owe you
groove.
one! Mirage! Storm!
They may look cute and stuff, but they're
You're
big.
mine! Here and now! You're finished!
Gusty
Azure
nails!
Storm! Here I come! I'm on this!
Shattering the
Here I come!
pieces.
Talon Azure Storm! Be still! Mercy! Take this! Mirage! Azure Storm!
Spot.
Be still! Cut!
Dragon shell.
Elusive Strike!
Eat this.
Take this! It's over!
Malevolence!
Slash!
Big
Lightning
warning!
Can
thrust!
you take it?
Mirage!
Dance in the wind!
You're mine!
Elusive
It's
Fury.
over!
More for the
Swallow blade!
Eagle
I'm
Dawn.
ready.
Goodwill. Demons descend. Flashing fang.
On your knees.
First strike! Here I come! You're finished!
Now for something spectacular!
Resonate with the earth.
It's over!
Stalagmite.
Now!
Winwell. Light burst forth.
Radiant Genesis!
Eat this.
Here I come! Huh? Sonic thrust! Azure Storm!
I'm ready.
Hey.
Blow them away. A comfortable win.
So, und haben wir hier auf eines? Eiszapfenzahn. Wupp, wupp. Tomaten. Oh, oh Gott. Das ist eine Eule. Ohne dass du... Jetzt sagt Tudel erst was, ne? Okay. Hier runterweilen. Hier runterweilen.
Ho, ho, ho!
Hi.
Ho, 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 ho!
Rechts verbannt.
Ho, ho, ho!
You're saying we should check the Owl Forest?
So.
Is that the Zoogle we were told to dispatch?
Da haben wir noch Affis. Und was ist das? Pfeffer.
No choice! Here I come!
Photon
You're finished!
No further.
Swallow
Raging
dance.
Cascade!
I'll thank
What's
you.
this?
Azure Storm! Swallow blade!
Eagle fly.
Sonic thrust!
I'm on a roll now.
Captivity.
Be still!
Saving this one!
Catapult.
Take this!
Wind
Now you see what I can do.
I'm on! You're mine! It's over!
Radiant light.
Force of regeneration! Doubling! In an instant! Impact cross!
Bestow thy mystic mercy.
Wind
Leave the ensnaring to me.
Yeah.
You picked the
And
wrong
up
fight!
to me.
Air thrust!
You're mine!
I'm just getting started.
Astral energy! Now!
Azure Storm!
Hey.
Blow them away.
Meine Kuh schläft ein. Sorry.
Don't get complacent.
Oh. Roter Lavendel war hier noch versteckt. Mhm. Los Tomatas. Und da geht's jetzt weiter. Naja.
What's up?
Once we get to the mountain, the terrain won't be easy. We should rest up here before pressing on.
But what about Shion? She's waiting for us.
All the more reason to conserve our energy.
Huh?
It's not only the mountain. Hard though that may be, it's a pittance compared to what follows. Namely Volron. We wear ourselves out now, or worse still, get injured. We might as well show up gift-wrapped. Right, Kisara?
That's right. Besides, Alphen still hasn't fully recuperated yet.
I'm fine. Don't stop on my account.
Oh, really? Well, in that case, it's me who wants to take a rest for a while. Does that suit you better?
A little bit.
Baby cuts. So, Alphen, 300 years, huh? Care to share the secret to such a long and healthy life?
I wish I knew. Once I left Lenegis, the next thing I remember is waking up in Calaglia. Everything in between is a blank.
You mean there are still gaps in your memory?
I've heard of starships with devices that can stave off imminent death by putting their passenger into a deep sleep. They're usually only intended as a temporary solution, until proper treatment for an ailment or injury can be obtained.
You think he might have been asleep in that starship for 300 years? But why? What would be the point?
Might this Naori have had a hand in it?
What do you mean?
If she's Renin like you say she is, she would have understood how to operate the starship better than yourself.
You're saying she deliberately put me to sleep for 300 years?
Dohalim, that's a bit of a leap.
Forgive me. I spoke out of turn. I'm merely thinking aloud, that's all. Shion and the maiden Naori. After 300 years, it's not unreasonable to suspect they may be related. Shion is nearly the perfect image of her, yes? She also just so happens to be connected to you. Is it merely a coincidence?
Like I've told you 1,000,000 times already, I wouldn't know.
Well, if you're absolutely certain that it couldn't have been Naori, then I guess I must have been mistaken. Complicated machinery can sometimes break down or have failures. Sorry for being presumptuous.
Hold on a sec. Alphen, you said the mask was to placate you, right? To keep your guilt and rage in check? And you were wearing it the whole time you were asleep, right?
I guess I must have been.
So that's 300 years you were wearing it. It's just a hunch, but do you think that the mask might be...
The reason he lost all his memories?
All but a select few strong ones, so deeply ingrained in his psyche that he saw them in the form of dreams. It's not completely out of the question.
In which case, maybe it was the mask numbing his sense of pain, too.
It's certainly possible. As for how, I wouldn't know, but the dampening effect on his psyche could have manifested itself physically as well.
I'm sorry for snapping at you back there. It's thanks to you that I feel like that we're finally getting somewhere with all this.
No apologies necessary. Reading others' feelings has never been my strong suit.
So he finally admits it.
I really hope Shion's okay.
I get why you're concerned. But if you don't rest when you can, you're going to regret it.
She's right. We need our rest to conserve our strength.
Yeah, you're right. Thanks, you two.
No problem. We'll save Shion. I know we will.
Klar, sicher. Aber jetzt machen wir erstmal eine ganz fixe kurze Pause. Ich mache mir jetzt noch einen Kaffee, gehe eben fix eine rauchen. Die beiden pennen hier gerade schön unterm Schreibtisch. Genau, wir sind ja auch ungefähr bei der Hälfte des Streams. Wir haben ja schon 2 Uhr. Was ist die Zeit denn? 3 Uhr schon? Dann nicht mal mehr 2 Stunden. Deswegen, kurze Pause und ich bin gleich wieder da. Bis gleich. Ach ja, wenn man denkt, man kann in die Pause gehen, weil die beiden pennen, kommt man wieder und der Stuhl ist belegt. Geil. Darf ich da wieder sitzen? Stinknase. Gut, dass der Stuhl groß genug ist. Na geil, da kommt man passend zur Pause. Na, ich bin doch wieder da. Hi. Hi, Dark. Hi. Stinknase. Geht's dir? Du hast deinen Hammer gelassen. Den hast du letztes Mal schon verloren. Geht's dir? So. Wir rasten eine Runde. Brauchen wir aber gar nicht essen. Oder? Nee, brauchen wir nicht. Nö.
Make sure to
Haben
get
noch.
some good rest.
Wir haben noch unseren EP-Buff.
Alone. I'm all alone.
Let's go.
Ich dachte, da kommt mehr
We don't
von.
want to keep Shion waiting.
Was hatte sie an?
I always hear you muttering to yourself whenever we're in battle. So, just what are you saying?
Meinte
Why
bla
do you
bla
want to
bla.
know? Does it bother you or something?
Not really. It's just the way you talk is sometimes kind of creepy. So I was wondering if you vent your frustration through your magic. Are you yelling, "You stupid jerk," or something like that to pump yourself up?
What? No, that's not what's happening during my incantations. I'm just focused, so I match my tone to fit the mood of whatever I'm trying to invoke.
Invoke?
How do I put it? Basically, the elemental astral energy behind each art, I guess.
Astral energy? Hold on, are you saying you can talk to astral energy?
Not exactly. But if I put emotion into what I say, it's easier for me to properly cast my arts. That makes sense?
Kind of. Okay, so if you can talk to astral energy, then you can ask it to, like, predict the weather or find secret treasure?
Wait, you don't really think that, do you?
Or you can ask it to send down lightning to where there's bad guys lurking and...
May lightning condemn those who bear false! Thunderblade!
Ah! What are you doing? You almost fried me with that!
I just asked the astral energy to send down lightning where there were annoying boys.
Ah, schön.
I don't know what to do. Things can't go on like this.
What do you mean?
Ah! Oh, it's you, Rinwell.
You were talking about me, weren't you?
No, I wasn't. I've just been thinking about some things.
Really? How unusual.
Cut it out. I'm being serious here.
Sorry.
I was thinking about... You know how I used to work for Ganabelt back when I was in Cyslodia?
Yeah, of course. You were brought in after the Snake Eyes killed your friends, right? I mean, you had to.
Right. I used to have nightmares about it when I fell asleep. But lately that's been happening a lot less. I don't know how to feel about that.
That's a good thing, isn't it? You should be happy.
Yeah, but... I did a lot of terrible things back then. And I'm scared I'm starting to forget what I did.
Okay, so let me just get all of this straight. You think you'll forget everything if you stop having those nightmares? Why?
Because... You know me. I'm freaking stupid.
But it sure doesn't sound to me like you've forgotten.
Oh, yeah. But still.
I don't think those nightmares going away means you've forgotten. Maybe it's a sign that you've come to terms with what you did.
Come to terms? You mean like Alphen with his past? You think that's what's happening?
Yeah, I do. You're pretty amazing, Law.
I am?
Yeah. Not all of us have figured out how to accept our pasts. Least of all, me.
Rinwell.
Die beiden würden ja auch gut zusammenpassen, ne? Hm. Okay, stopp. Hi. Waffen konnten wir nicht wieder machen, oder? Was brauchen wir da? Glänzender Astralkristall. Geladene Statuenfragment. Eisstein. Haben wir keinen Eisstein mehr? Ja, das war was anderes, was wir hatten. Ne? Eiszapfenzahn hatten wir. Okay, Eisstein. Geisterschwanz. Glänzender Astral. Gewitterzahn. Eisstein. Eisstein. Glänzender Astralkristall. Okay. Objekte kaufen. Haben wir was zum Verkaufen? 3-mal Barsch. 1200. Ja, komm, gib her. Kaufen. Haben wir noch genug? Ja. Das haben wir alles. Na gut, okay, dann können wir weitergehen. Let's go. Da sind noch Affis.
Whoa!
Brauchen wir die Affis überhaupt noch oder haben wir jetzt... Gut. Stopp. Ich laufe gerade wieder zurück, ne? Ah, okay, ich laufe gerade wieder zurück.
Don't get so drawn into it you fall over
Oh,
now.
das ist so schön.
What do you say we check back in on the ranch?
Ja, müssen wir da.
That's what we're going to climb?
The villagers managed it on their escape from the city. We're going in the opposite direction, but where there's a will.
There's always a way, right? And it looks like we're out of options. Let's grit our teeth and go.
Na, ich glaube, da kriegen wir Eissteine her, oder? Von den Viechern?
Is it just me, or does Rinwell suddenly seem much more comfortable around Dohalim than she used to?
I noticed that too. When the two of them came and found me together back on the beach, I could hardly believe my eyes.
It's not like we had a choice or anything. Law and Kisara had to hang back to convince the villagers we meant them no harm. More than that, though. There are a lot of things I've still got to come to terms with regarding Almadria. But I guess I'm through making snap judgments based on someone's origin. At least, I'm trying to be. I guess you could say it's a work in progress.
I see. You hear that, Law? Sounds like all that hard effort wasn't for nothing.
Yeah.
That's got to be reassuring to hear. Right, Dohalim?
Not being subjected to unwarranted suspicion is certainly welcome.
Yeah, that long-winded way you have of talking, though? Not so much a fan of that.
I think that's more of a personality thing than a Renin trait.
Really? In that case, I won't have to feel guilty getting annoyed by it.
So, gucken wir mal, ob wir von den Eissteine bekommen. Her damit.
Right, here goes! Take this! You're finished!
Photon Flash! Lightning Blade! Thunderblade! Illuminate the dark! It's a duel of the arts! Hold not on my watch!
Electric Scout! Sonic Thrust!
I'm like bait to them.
Lightning Orb! That's my cue!
Shut him down! Totally! In an instant! Impact Claw! We work well together.
Kabam!
Timed waltz.
Now you see what I can do.
Take this!
Freeze Lancer!
You're finished!
Dance in the wind!
Sonic
Sleep now!
Thrust! Orochi's
I'll
Fury!
be saving this
Glimmer Dragon! Plasma Shock!
Eagle Assault! Raging Storm!
Come on, Dan!
Now!
Rinwell, life burst forth.
Radiant Genesis!
Quite
Und
necessary when
Eisstein
creating weapons.
3-mal. Ja, nice. Da brauchen wir mehr von.
Crap. This injury hurts more than I thought. Shion, sorry, but could you... Oh,
Die ist doch gar nicht da. wir hier? Tomaten? Ja. Und Affis? Ich will keine Affis, ich will die Steindinger. Die...
Go no further!
Take this! It's on!
Take this!
You're finished!
Begin!
Storm!
Go away! Elusive deity! Begin!
Ultimate shock!
Elusive deity! Can you take it?
Take this!
Stay calm. I shall provide assistance. Now, resonate with
Try
you.
harder! My turn!
Stalagmite!
Azure
I'm ready.
Storm!
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis! You don't mess around.
Now!
Certainly
I'm
not.
done! Azure Storm!
Shine! Radiant light! Force of fantastic! Great! Amazing!
Now I can
Shut
let
up,
loose!
Law. I'm trying to focus.
Shut up, Law!
Nice!
You're mine!
I'm ready! Rinwell! Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis!
Ja, bam.
Well, looky here.
Riesige Armschienen, okay. Kiste.
This will be a delicious piece of cake.
Light!
Here I come!
Regenerate!
It's over!
Like it does it!
Time to let it rip!
May a thousand gales carry you
Take
away.
this!
Not in your dreams.
Negative gate!
I'm nearly done for. Azure Storm! Be still!
The enemy wields ours too.
You'll soon see about that.
Kann er mich bitte heilen?
Razor
My turn!
Cyclone!
Take this!
Eat through it! Don't leave! Say! Blow them away! How's that?
My turn!
Can't get out of this!
It's over!
Rip it! I'm just getting
Here I come!
Now you see what I can do!
Get on
Eat
in there
this!
together.
Regenerate! I'll run you
No
through!
escape!
Raging storm!
Lightning thrust!
Eagle dive!
Now I can let loose!
Can you take it here?
Au. Natürlich heilt er mich nicht.
I'll finish you here and now! Deny! From beyond! That imbue the
thousand
vanquished
gales
soul
carry it
with
away.
life! First strike! Resuscitation!
Nach 3 Kreuzen würden wir wieder haben. Wenn wir Schirm wieder haben.
It's over!
Here's another.
Azure Storm!
Raging Cascade!
Au, au, au.
Malevolent art expert coming through.
I owe you one!
Not on my watch.
Can you
Here
take
I
it?
come! You're finished!
Right
Shock!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! First strike!
Da. Gib mir noch ein paar Eissteine.
So I still had
Dankeschön.
room to
Einer.
grow.
Wow. Eisige Armschienen, 5 fester Megaknochen, bizarrer Megakern. Nee, wir brauchen noch diese Astraldienstgedöns. Goldenes Gelee, 100% HP. Ja, geil. Haben wir jetzt schon 2 von. Heilkiesel, ein Stein, der die Heilung beschleunigt, wenn man ihn auf Verletzungen legt. In Verbindung mit etwas Betätigung fördert er die natürliche Heilung. Das ist was für Shion bzw. für Dohalin. Ich gleich mal gucken, wenn wir mal wieder beim...
Eat dirt!
Tectonic punch!
Weil,
Can't get out of this!
Illuminate the dark.
Skills hiding something tasty!
Holy land.
Händler sind.
Take this! First strike! It's over!
Thank you, Dohalim.
I only did what any other would.
I think you're nicer than you let on.
Strike!
Now you see what I can do!
Swallow blade!
I'm doing it! Say! Blow them away! How's
Purge
that?
malevolence.
Acceptable! You're finished!
I'll finish you here and now!
Dance in the wind.
Elusive! I'm ready! Strike! Demons descend! Flashing fang!
You're mine!
Squeeze the enemy's arms for me.
No complaints here!
Now.
Run well! Demons descend! Flashing fang!
feel stronger. I mean, a bit.
Was ist
Good.
hier?
We're counting on you, Rinwell.
On me? Well, I'll do my best.
Wieso laufen wir eigentlich mit Alfin rum? Fällt mir gerade erst auf. Stopp, nein. Ja. Winwell, bitte. Danke. Ananasschelle. Almadinmasse, ein Klumpen lichtdurchlässiges, schimmerndes Purpurgestein. Wenn man es poliert, kann man seine innere Feuerkräfte entfesseln. Silberstück. Mach ich gleich alle auf dem Rückweg. Was war die hier?
Retreat if you know what's good for you. It's over.
Das ist oder eh noch nicht ready. Fuck. Aber jetzt.
You picked the wrong fight. You're mine. It's over. Blow them away. Not
Acceptable.
They're surrounding us!
I'll run you
Raging cascade!
Now I'm in the groove.
Here I come.
Now I'm real mad.
Azure Storm. Follow blade.
Magic
Pierce
attack!
through. Sonic thrust.
We're in the home stretch, guys.
What she said. Eyes on the prize.
That focus goes double for you, Law.
Me? How come on? I'll crush you.
Dann crush mal.
Reflexes. Tenebrous claw. I'm on it.
Come forth, holy glimmer!
Lady Fortune must truly be watching over me.
Und Geld. My money.
It'll be a breeze. Get in, get out.
Thousand gales,
It's over.
Can you take it?
Sonic thrust. It's on. Be careful, everyone. This one isn't normal.
Far enough. Eagle will finish you here now.
Slash.
Raging
Here I come.
cascade!
You're off.
For us a path.
Sleep now.
Run
Roll
up
the
down.
pile.
Ready and
Be
ready.
still. You're mine.
Shadow
You're off.
supernova!
I thought you were going to wreck the place.
I'm not nearly finished yet.
Then I'll provide assistance however I can.
Take this.
Elusive deity.
You're finished.
Saving this one.
You're on.
Talon hurricane. To everlasting
Eagle
dawn.
Raging
Negative
now.
gate. Don't leave. Take. Blow them away. I'm even stronger than before.
I've never stood so close to a waterfall like this before.
Okay, wie kommen wir da oben hin? Achso, okay.
I bet it'd feel real refreshing to take a shower underneath this water.
You're welcome to coming through.
Eat this!
Don't mind if I do.
Whirlwind
No escape.
Banana, let's go! Is it high? Just smash it out again.
Demons descend! Flashing fang! Easy!
Way to go!
No armor can stop me!
Remind me to stay on your good side.
Another incantation ruined.
Do it!
Doubling in an instant. Impact claw. Not a chance.
Illuminate the dark!
Take this.
Holy glimmer!
Negative gate! I can carve through armor!
Blade. First crash
I'll
through.
finish you here!
Light burst forth.
Radiant Genesis!
Bam, bam.
All aboard the victory train!
Overconfidence can bite you in the butt.
Gegengestein. Oh, Stufe 4.
Gotta break through. Here I come.
Its armor's still strong. Then I'll split it up!
Be my guest.
No odds of being interrupted.
Illuminate the
Take
dark!
this.
Come forth, holy glimmer!
I'll face you!
You're mine.
Surrender!
Swallow blade.
Deity!
Dazzle.
Arrow squall!
A new melody. Leave
ensnaring to me.
Yeah, eat dirt.
Pummeling to me.
Come and face me.
Air
Swallow blade. Azure storm.
thrust! Left
Sonic
shoulder!
storm. Negative game. Here I come. Resonate with you.
Here goes!
Slash. Here I come. You're finished. Azure storm. Swallow blade.
Dance in the wind!
Is that a healing art?
It is.
Endlich hat er
Can't
bereit.
ignore your pain.
I'll try to be more careful.
Come forth!
You're finished.
Holy land!
Time
Ow.
to let it rip. We're cleaning house.
Let me take the
No
rest of it.
further.
Wow, someone's feeling lively.
Luna Rondo.
So thy mystic
Hurricane thrust.
Illuminate the dark!
I've used too much.
Rinwell! Light burst forth!
Radiant finish it! You don't mess around.
Take this.
Certainly not.
Not on my watch!
It's over. Swallow blade.
Here, boy,
What's
do
all
it.
mine?
Kisara! All yours, Kisara!
Oh, das haben wir auch noch nicht gesehen. Dohali und Kishara Chisham.
We won that by a mile.
Auch dieses Astral-Gedöns-Dingling.
It'll be a breeze. Get in, get out. Now you see what I can do. Negative gate.
Lightning thrust. First strike. I'll take you all on. You picked the wrong
Being
fight.
interrupted.
Take this.
All bash in their defenses.
Glad you have your uses.
Don't leave. Say, ha, blow them away. How's that?
Not
Acceptable.
No escape. Luna Rondo.
Negative gate.
Tear.
Lost, you alright?
Yeah, I'll be okay.
It's over.
Ready up, right.
Another incantation.
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Dragon shout!
Here I come.
Radiant light!
It's over.
Regeneration!
Azure storm.
Damn, I can't hold on much longer!
Don't leave! Say, ha, blow them away!
Raging cascade!
Not a chance. Luna Rondo.
Here!
Mirage.
Not in there.
You're mine. You're finished.
Now!
Light burst forth!
Radiant finish it! You don't mess around.
Certainly.
Strike.
Up and out!
Eagle assault!
I can feel my power growing.
Geisterschwanz haben wir aber jetzt. Cool. Brauchten wir ja auch. Und mächtiger Schutz. Rüstung, die aus mehreren dicken Eisenpanzerungen besteht. Allein das Herumlaufen in dieser Rüstung verlangt eine kräftige Statur.
Got some good...
Ist bestimmt für... Oder auch nicht. Oder war ich wieder zu schnell jetzt?
Good equipment!
I can't.
Ah, da, mächtiger Schutz für Kishara. Okay.
I'd say its appearance is to my tastes, personally.
Ich hab schon wieder keine HP mehr, ey. Mann, Mann. Okay. Jetzt brauchen wir auch noch HP. Objekte, dann nehmen wir mal ein Orangengelee. Ja, was gibt's hier? Erdumhang. Ein Umhang, der Erdastralenergie ansammelt. Der ihm verleihene göttliche Segen bietet ein Maß an Abwehr, an das kein normaler Umhang heranreicht.
Hey.
Na, nice. Dann haben wir auch gleich was für Runwell. Nee, Quatsch, Umhang war ja er hier. Perfekt.
New equipment.
How much farther?
I don't think we're even halfway there yet. Hang in there.
Not
Was? Noch
even
nicht mal die Hälfte hinter uns? What?
This will be a delicious piece of cake!
Eat dirt. Swallow Blade! Sonic Thrust! Talon Hurricane!
Illuminate the
Take
dark!
this! Swallow Blade!
I'll finish you
here and now! Come one, come all!
Air pressure.
Earthen Knuckle!
Lightning
Here I
Rising
come!
Cascade!
Azure Storm! Swallow Blade! Lightning Thrust!
In here!
You're mine! Swallow Blade! Not a chance!
Not on my watch!
You're mine! You're finished! First strike! Talon Hurricane! Swallow Blade!
Wow.
Take this!
Voll ins Leere
It's
gehauen.
over!
More where that came from!
You're finished!
Freeze Lancer!
I'm ready.
Chikara! Frozen!
Hammer!
Dance
Ja, weg.
Just getting started. I'll smash you.
Air thrust! Now!
Take. Blow them away. How's that?
Vanquish darkness!
Acceptable.
Eat dirt!
Stalagmite. I'll run you through. Now I'm in the groove.
It's over!
Divine Strength!
Eagle's Eye. Do it. Rinwell. Light burst forth.
Radiant Genesis!
How much longer will our healing arts last?
Ich hätte gerne mal ein Lager. Waffen craften.
I think the animals back at the ranch should be all grown
Hi.
up by now.
So, erstmal verkaufen wir 2 Silberstücke, ja. Müssen wir irgendwas kaufen? Kaufen wir eins davon. Und ein Trank des Lebens, das sollte reichen. Waffenschmieden, bitte. Da. Das können wir machen, die können wir machen. Perfekt. Die und das. Dann fehlt uns jetzt nur noch dieser glänzende Astralkristall und Gewitterzahn. Und Statue und Fragment. Na gut. Zubehör. Heilreif. Da. Den wollten wir herstellen. Der hat so nur zu schnell. Der war nur Stufe 2. 5 KP nach Besiegen eines Gegners heilen. Oh ne, das ist auch nicht cool. Ja, belastend. Okay. Hat der Fleisch. Hey. Wachstum. Machen wir das mal Schafe. Mal gucken, was Schafe bringen. So. Das war's. Ja.
I'm impressed how well balanced.
Dann machen wir jetzt mal das hier. Und speichern einmal. Mal kurz was gucken. So. Dann kommt jetzt wahrscheinlich ein Boss, wa? Sieht hier sehr nach... Ah, könnte sein. Mal gucken. Ja, ja, ja.
What is this place?
Careful. We've got company.
Oh. Ein
Doesn't look
Riesenvogel.
like we're getting past without a fight.
Watch your feet. Fall from here and it's curtains.
Kann man da wirklich runterfallen? Das wäre nicht cool.
We're just trying to get past. Get out of our way!
Save your breath. While that thing seizes a talking meal.
Then let's show it how wrong it is. Is it trying to stop us? Azure Storm!
The flashing part's their weak point.
I'll smash you.
Rotating pile driver. Swallow blade. Take this. Down through. Sonic thrust. Pile driver.
And thrust.
Ich brauch Shion, das ist ein fliegendes Vieh.
This one keeps charging us.
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me.
Got it. I'll leave it to you.
Radiant
Photon
light.
blast. Dance in the wind.
You picked the wrong fight.
Here.
Now I can let.
We must be tired of healing me.
I'm merely doing what I can to help.
Glad you're on our
Blah,
side,
blah,
Dopamine.
blah. Not on my watch.
Far enough.
Take this.
My action.
Swallow blade.
No paper.
Whoa. Hey.
Plasma shock.
Freeze Lancer. Dance in the wind. Air thrust. Its wings are lighting up.
Getting ready to attack.
Whoa.
Illuminate the dark. Come forth.
Okay.
Such tremendous power.
Don't face it head on.
And right. Take this. It's over.
Energy.
Hold nothing back.
I couldn't make it in time.
Dazzle.
Holy
You're
Glimmer.
mine. You're
Holy
finished.
Land.
Imbue this vanquished
Luna
soul
Rondo.
with life.
Mirage.
Resuscitation.
Take this.
Firmament
It's
ready.
time.
Addiction
Not
light.
done yet. It's finished.
Let's
Here
do
I
it.
eat dirt. Here I come.
Glimmer. I'll finish you here and now.
Sonic thrust. Here.
Already.
It's over.
Watch this.
To the leg. Flaming thrust. Mirage.
I'll be saving
Elusive deity.
Here I come.
Rotating
It's
pile
over.
driver.
Whoa, hey, one
Not
at
so
a
fast.
time.
You're mine.
Rotating pile driver.
You're finished.
Stop
Here I come.
Lost my focus.
Art sealed.
You're mine. Slash.
Heal.
Holy Land.
Now another one.
Sonic thrust.
I'm on
Pierce
it.
through.
Far up. Whirlwind snap. Shine. Radiant
Raging
light.
storm.
Force of regeneration. All finish you here and
My
now.
astral
It's
energy.
open.
Not in your dreams.
Allow me to help you.
Illuminate the dark.
It's
Come
on.
forth, holy glimmer, holy land.
Er macht wieder komische Sachen. Einfach stehen bleiben, einfach stehen bleiben.
All good things come to an end.
Irgendwann stand drin, super.
This is my fault.
Resuscitation.
Here I come. Sonic thrust.
I'm on it. Armor won't save you.
That's gonna smart.
Crumble.
Lightning orb.
Take this.
Purge malevolence. Arctic warp
Watch
now.
this. Look sharp. Lightning tiger blade. Shine.
Das schon.
Radiant light.
Oh, der Stein ist wieder da.
Radiant storm.
You picked the wrong fight.
Different from
Here's
before.
another. It's about to come at us.
Is that a
Look
healing
sharp.
art?
It is. I can't. Such unadulterated
come.
feeling.
Leave the
My
charges to me.
astral energy.
Far
Lightning
enough.
condemned.
Sonic thrust.
Tornado drive.
Thunderblade. Illuminate the
storm.
dark.
Shine.
Come forth,
Radiant
holy
light.
glimmer,
Force
holy
of
land.
regeneration.
Ah, ich wollte ausweichen, nicht da reinrollen.
Beyond. Imbue this vanquished soul with life. Resuscitation.
We're barely hanging on by a thread.
I'll keep fighting till the end.
A bold sentiment.
Just
Take
as the
this.
doctor ordered.
It's over.
Dance in the wind. Sealed. Let's get you all tucked away. Lightning orb. Whoa, hey, one in. Hi. Friend. Purge malevolence.
Here I come.
Blah, blah, blah. Negative.
Ne, bla bla bla.
Freeze
Resonate
Lancer.
with the earth. Stalagmite.
Dad.
You'll pay for that.
Benediction.
Mirage.
Auch schon wieder keine HP.
Imbue
Ready
this
to go.
vanquished soul with life.
Far enough.
Resuscitation.
I've still got some fight left in me.
From beyond. Imbue this
Gut.
vanquished soul with
Gut.
life.
Ah, nicht gut, gut, gut.
This should do it.
Shine.
You're
Radiant light.
mine.
Squirrel.
Can't get out of this.
Swallow blade.
So.
Elusive
Raging
deity.
cascade.
Rotating pile driver.
Seal.
Can you take it?
Take care of.
Force of regeneration. Oh, you are gonna pay for that.
Our arts are being interrupted.
Mirage.
Stalagmite.
Azure storm.
On your knees. I can carve through armor. Air pressure.
You picked the wrong fight.
Dragon shout.
You're mine. This should do
Resonate
it.
with the earth.
Take this.
Stalagmite.
Slash.
Leave the chargers to me.
It's wide open.
It won't escape me.
Finish. Swallow blade. Sonic thrust.
Ah, endlich tut das nicht mal.
Take this!
Imbue this
Swallow
vanquished
blade!
soul with life. Almost there.
Or close enough. Take it away, Law.
I thought you'd never ask.
That's gonna smart work.
Regenerate.
Whoa,
Why
whoa.
will you lay down your life for your
Back,
lord?
back, back.
Well, I mean, hey, let's not be.
Oh, shorty, don't run out.
Too much to handle? Purge malevolence!
Okay.
My pride was my
Arcane
downfall.
waterfall! Freeze lancer! Dance
From
in the
beyond.
wind!
Imbue this
Here
vanquished
goes.
soul.
Such
Don't mind if I
unadulterated
do.
fury.
Shine. Radiant
Not
light.
done yet.
Whirling
Force of
struggle.
regeneration.
Regenerate. Regenerate.
Sealed!
Maybe show Kisara a little kindness, huh?
She is strong.
Denied.
She can handle herself.
You can be really dense, though, Halim.
Prepare to be sealed.
Here I come! No further!
Freeze lancer!
It's over!
Arch thundering release! Thanks so much! Sleep now!
Azure Storm!
Let's get
Man
you
muss
all
da jetzt
out of the
fliegen.
way.
Kaka.
Air thrust!
Radiant light.
I can do
Force
this all
of
day!
regeneration. Regenerate.
Air thrust!
It's in your hands now.
Das war knapp.
Dance!
Brauchen wir Duhalim noch? Ich weiß nicht. Ich lasse ihn mal liegen. Wohin?
On flat! Lightning to
Take
death!
this! It's over!
Eliminate the storm! Blah, blah, blah!
Swallow blade! Sonic thrust!
Holy run!
Eat dirt! Talon storm! I'm not done!
Lightning bolt! Raging death now!
So.
With fauna like that, I'm impressed so many people from Thistle made it through here alive.
Who's to say there weren't a whole lot more of them who didn't?
Well, at any rate, it should be a safer climb now that we've cleared the way a bit, right?
No. So long as people feel the need to face terrain this perilous, I'd say true safety's some way off.
You mean defeating Volron and putting an end to the crown contest, right? I guess that would be the best solution here, huh?
We've wasted enough time here already. Let's get going. Shion needs us.
How are we still not there yet? It feels like we've been climbing this mountain forever.
It helps if you try not to look up or down. All you need is silent determination. Talking too much will only waste energy and burn you out.
I'm too tired to look up or down, even if I wanted to.
Take care you don't fall, at least. Unless you want to make a Zoogel's day, that is.
Zoogles? Why would they care if I fell or not?
How would you feel if a 3-course meal fell right out of the sky at your feet?
Zoogle chow.
Law? Best not to listen to him if you can help it. You'll only be encouraging him if you do.
Tell me that before I listen next time.
Still, Tohalim has a point. One wrong step and it's curtains.
Wouldn't it be great if we could all fly like Hootle? I bet even the refugees who didn't make it would have made it to Thistleum that way.
Until we magically sprout wings, let's just watch where we're stepping instead, okay? Come on. Shion's waiting for us.
Ich werde die ganze Zeit in den Rücken getreten, ja.
Hi, Doodle!
By mystic mercy.
I've used too much.
You're mine!
Eat this.
Azure Storm!
You're done.
Swallow blade!
Too much to handle?
Eagle
Illuminate the
I'm ready. Kisara.
I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life.
They're surrounding us!
Take this!
Now I'm through.
Luna Rondo! Mirage!
Divine
Here I come!
retreat!
Do it!
Say, blow them away. How's that?
Acceptable.
Watch this.
Negative blade!
Resonate with anything normal.
Sonic thrust!
Do it.
Was ist denn das Viech?
Demons descend. Flashing fang.
I think I'm getting stronger.
Ach stimmt, FP können wir gleich auch mal wieder gucken. Da bist du wieder lang. Okay, gucken wir gleich erst da drüben. Fertigkeit Matrix. Verwüstung. Nö. Ah. Okay.
Hey!
Aber sehr tief,
Are you
du.
insane? What the hell were you thinking? I thought we were gonna die!
One simply needs to be bold and act with conviction in times such as these.
Did you know it was gonna be safe before you jumped? Because I sure didn't.
More or less. I figured there would likely be a basin here akin to most such waterfalls.
Don't just make people jump off cliffs on a hunch.
Okay, das kann jetzt dauern, bis wir wieder oben ankommen.
Are
Wir
we
sind
ever
ziemlich
gonna
tief
finish
gefallen.
climbing this ladder?
We're climbing a considerable height. It's only natural that it will take some time.
That's not the problem here.
We are getting closer to the top, aren't we?
You've just got to keep your spirits up, Rinwell. Positive thinking is everything.
Oh ja, hier kommen schon Pflanzen, das ist gut. Und wir sind da.
We finally reached the top.
My limbs feel like they're about to fall off.
Kraftbankerl. Warte mal, sind wir jetzt woanders? Achso, wir sind jetzt ganz woanders. Hallo.
Already?
Okay, cool.
You kids need to train more.
She's right. We don't have time to catch our breath.
Go no further!
You're mine! Swallow
You got
blade!
company!
Door!
Smash you!
I'm on it!
Lightning orb!
Tear you
You're
apart!
finished!
I'm on a roll
Not on
now!
my watch!
Oh, das war genau die falsche.
You're mine! Swallow blade!
Do it! Kisara! All yours, Kisara!
May 1,000 gales tear
My
you to
turn!
dragon
You're
shell!
mine! Lunar Rondo! Mirage!
Swallow dance!
It's over!
Leave the enemy's arcs to me!
No complaints here!
Dance in the
Here I
wind!
come!
Air thrust!
Swallow blade! Eat dirt!
Now for something special!
Resonate with the
Art expert coming through!
I'm not done! It's over!
How much longer will our healing arts last?
Weiter nach oben jetzt? Hä? Obere Ebene Ausgang, aber ich will jetzt wieder da unten hin. Wie komme ich jetzt wieder?
Hi, Hoodle! Not on my watch!
It's over! Azure Storm!
Anything in armor is horrifying!
Falsche Taste, sorry.
Hey! Blow them away! How's that?
Acceptable.
Can't get out of this!
It's over!
Now
You're
take
mine!
it through!
Stay calm. I shall provide assistance.
Azure Storm!
I'm ready! Demons descend! Flashing fang!
An astral art?
That's my
No
cue!
armor can stop me!
Shut up!
Remind me to stand.
Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade! On your knees!
See ya!
You're finished!
I'll be waiting this one!
Resonate
Art
with the
expert
earth!
coming through!
Stalagmite!
Not in your dreams!
Strike!
Gale
Sonic
force!
thrust!
Alright,
Get through!
it's showtime!
Aua, aua, aua.
Elusive deity!
You picked the wrong fight!
Hitting pile driver!
Rusty
You're
nail!
mine!
Now
You're
or never!
finished! Swallow
I'm
blade!
ready! Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis!
I'm even stronger than before.
Trommeln des Meisters. Ein paar Was? Orange und blau-grüne Schlaginstrumente, die liebevoll Don und Katsu getauft wurden.
There's history in the air here. I can smell it.
I don't smell anything.
Okay?
Don't
Ist das von der
encourage him.
Nebenquest?
Hoodle?
Ah, okay. Warte mal. Ach, jetzt sind wir wieder hier. Genau. Ah, perfekt. Perfekt. Und da vorne sehen wir schon die Stadt. Und sind wir schon in der Stadt? Nee. Land des Nichts, Ganataros.
Oh, das sieht schön aus.
We did it. We've reached the top of the mountain.
About damn time. My knees are singing symphonies over here.
Look, there it is.
That's it. That's Pelegion, the seat of Volron's power.
So that's where Shion's being held?
Most likely.
Most likely.
That is what I said, yes.
Pelagian's still our best lead. So that's where we go, right?
Any advice before we head in there?
No.
No?
In the ancient tongue, Ganeth Heros means Fortress of Naught, though I fail to see what insight that nugget of trivia holds.
I guess I just thought you might have something we could use.
Since Volron became Lord, the only thing this realm has been known for is its shroud of secrecy. It is Volron's stronghold. All else is incidental. Just keep in mind that you can't be too careful inside.
Speaking of which, just how are all of us planning to get inside exactly?
It's not like there are any secret passages.
We've come this far. If there's no other way in, I guess we'll just have to use the front gate. Volron told us to come find him, which means he's expecting us. Let's do this the old-fashioned way.
Ich bin gespannt.
Land of Water.
Aber wir werden heute nur noch bis hierhin gehen und nicht weiter. Es sei denn, warte mal, was ist denn hier? Da ist wahrscheinlich die Stadt.
Or no. This
Gucken wir
place
noch
has
in
a
den
most
anderen.
curious atmosphere.
I'd be taking a dip in it if the circumstances were better.
Sorry, but we have to push through for now. Shion is waiting.
Yeah, I hear ya. A soak can wait.
Wir können wahrscheinlich nichts Neues machen, ne? Und nichts der Sachen bekommen. Na.
I sure hope nothing bad's happened to Shion.
Keep those thoughts to yourself, Rinwell. Everyone's anxious enough as it is.
Sorry. It's just... I can't seem to stop thinking about it. What do you think it is that Volron wanted with her anyway?
Going by what he said back on Almadria's ship, it would appear his primary target is Alphen. Though, it's likely he hasn't forgotten the blow he sustained at Shion's hand either. That might even be what ignited his interest.
Yeah, did you see the way he reacted? It was like he was enjoying every moment. Even his pain at Shion's thorns. Oh, that guy's just creepy.
Let's just hope he's keeping his perverted tendencies in check.
What? Law? Don't say things like that.
It's not like we weren't all thinking it.
That's still no reason to...
All right, you two. Now that's enough already. Alphen shouldn't have to grit his teeth while he listens to you.
Oh.
Sorry.
No. So, dann rasten wir noch einmal. Jetzt habe ich wieder nicht drauf geachtet, ob wir essen müssen
I
oder
swear
nicht.
I've seen that castle somewhere before. Right. I remember seeing it from the cliffs in Calaglia, across the sea.
You mean Volron's castle?
Yeah, that must have been it.
Geographically, it would make sense. It's most certainly large enough to be seen from afar.
Back then, I had Shion and Zephyr with me.
Well, we haven't lost Shion. We can still get her back, you know.
That's right. I won't let Volron take her away from us.
Kann man nicht abbrechen jetzt? Wo sehe ich denn mein Essen? Ach egal, komm, wir kochen einfach. Oh, machen wir noch mal das.
This looks perfect. Guaranteed to hit the spot.
Erfahrungspunkte sind mehr Erfahrungspunkte.
Dohalim, care if I hang out for a while? I wanted to ask you something.
I'm all ears.
How much contact did you have with the other lords back in the day?
I only saw or exchanged words with them on a handful of occasions. Not that I was particularly keen on even that much.
Almadria made it sound like the two of you had some kind of history together.
She was like that with all of the lords, not just me. She was always interested in who she could use, who had value for her own ends. Having said that, she wasn't quite so brazen back when we were still in Lenegus. In a sense, she may have been a victim of the crown contest as well.
Almadria? A victim?
To a Renin, there is no greater honor in life than being chosen to serve as a lord, let alone to go on and become the next sovereign. We are taught that from the day we leave the womb. There are few Renins who wouldn't be ecstatic at the prospect of ascending to lordship.
You were like that though, right? You've always struck me as a more grounded guy.
No sane Renin would ever dare admit that their interests lie in anything but power and prestige, even if they feel so in their heart of hearts.
The more you talk about it, the more it seems like the crown contest is nothing but misery for Renins, too.
Which is why I seek to end it. Not that I imagine Danins such as Rinwell are all that interested in hearing tales of woe such as mine.
Tiefere
We'd
Bindung
best
zu
get ready for
Doralin.
tomorrow.
So,
Shall we
dann
get
let's
moving?
go.
I don't want Shion to get mad at us for dragging our feet.
Alphen?
She's the one that's kept us on track. Picked me up when I was down.
Sure.
I just thought she'd always be there.
Thermalstein. Anstelle der selbsteisiger Kälte Wärme speichert. Achso, den hatten wir schon. Okay. Euch habe ich gerade mal so gar keinen Bock. Ich nehme die da drüben, weil die, glaube ich, irgendwas beschützen. Hi.
It's on!
I'm not dark!
Wind!
Here I come!
Take this!
No escape!
I can carve through! Now I'm in the groove!
Talon storm!
Catapult!
Do it!
Look sharp!
Lightning fine. Hi, B.
Nice one,
Ja.
Alphen.
Yeah,
Dauert ja nicht mehr
there's
lange.
more where that came from.
Ich mache auch gleich Schluss. Ich laufe nur noch zum nächsten Lager, quasi. Das Internet ist hier nur so, naja. Haben die nicht mittlerweile WLAN in Zügen und so?
You're mine! It's over! Storm!
Wahrscheinlich auch nicht das Beste.
You're mine!
Selbst wenn.
These ones can run rings around us. I'll be saving this one.
I'm ready!
I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life!
Ja, aber vielleicht ein
This could
Balken.
be useful.
Yay! Das wäre geil. Ein Balken Internet. Ich meine, das ist besser als kein Balken, aber... Haben wir hier? Nichts. Machen wir uns erstmal den Zitronenbaum. Zack.
My books are okay.
Egal, ich komme nur weiter bis nachher. Bis später. Aber wie gesagt, ist ja nicht mehr lang. Stunde und ein bisschen.
Did you hear it now? Armor won't save you!
Azure Storm!
Time.
You're finished!
No armor ain't stop me!
Remind me to stay on your good side.
Do it! Go lead! Hey! Blow them away! How's that?
You picked the wrong fight!
Right! I'll run you through!
Swallow Blade!
Now.
Storm! Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis.
Trapped in darkness, pierced by light.
I call it the Rindo Special.
Zitronengelee. So, da ist jetzt nicht die Stadt, ne? Ne, die Stadt ist da hinten. Dann würde ich jetzt erstmal gleich hier reingucken.
That food there looks pretty tasty.
Yep, we can fix that new recipe with it.
I eagerly await the final result.
Das ist ein dicker Kristall. Was ist denn da drin? Ne? Beständiger Kristall 2. Erhöhte maximale Eil. Wunderbar. Über Schaden in der Luft, erhöhte Anwendungsgeschwindigkeit. Was lernen wir denn gerade mit ihr noch? Irgendwas waren wir gerade noch am Lernen. Da. Ist alles so teuer mit ihr, ey. Okay, dann noch hier. Geld. Interessant, wie soll ich denn da hinkommen? Von oben runterspringen, okay. Hier. Hier. Da müssen wir weiter. Ich will aber erst hier oben gucken.
Little help!
I'm not
Shattering
done!
heal!
Azure
Finden!
Storm!
Attack time!
Our arts are being interrupted.
That freaking does it!
Raging cascade!
Negative gate!
Here I
No
come!
way!
I'll be saving this one!
Sonic Thrust! Azure Storm! Slash!
A charge like that could easily be
Hold
fatal.
on to your
Just as well,
Here-
I'm here to stop it.
Shine!
Azure
Radiant
Storm!
light!
Damn it!
Burst of regeneration!
Aua, aua,
This is
aua.
looking good! Now I can let loose!
Denied!
Now
Another incantation ruined.
it's over!
More for the
Azure
top!
Storm!
Watch this!
Lightning Thrust!
Alright!
Mirage!
Eagle Dawn! I'm ready! I'll tear you apart!
Benediction light.
Here I try harder! Now!
Heal.
Here I come! It's on! Sonic Thrust! Pierce!
Swallow dare!
Ready to go!
Top stick!
Hurricane Thrust!
Shine!
Mirage!
Radiant light! Force of
I'll tear you
regeneration!
apart.
Regenerate! Ready and ready!
Allow me to help
Far
you.
enough!
Now!
Slash!
Kisara! All yours, Kisara!
Onward and upward.
Dann gucken wir mal, was hier ist. Oder ist da doch die Stadt? Nee, ist eine Sackgasse, okay. Dann lass mal Lucky machen, was hier ist. Wahrscheinlich nichts. Wahrscheinlich ist hier nachher irgendwo irgendwie storymäßig noch was oder ein Mini-Boss oder so. Keine Ahnung. Noch ist hier gar nichts. Nicht mal Loot. Okay. Dann können wir ja weitergehen.
I think Hoodle senses something.
hell!
You're mine!
I'll tear you apart!
Swallow blade!
Why, thank you, your lordship.
And will you lay down your life for your lord?
Swallow blade!
Well, I mean, hey, let's not be hasty.
I'm not done!
Elusive deity! Carve through armor!
Its armor's too strong!
Split it open!
Be my guest! Sonic thrust!
Now!
I'll stop your movement.
And
I'll stop your life.
Purge malevolence! Dig
You're
waterfall!
mine! Eat dirt!
Positivity!
Now causing
Roll
spell!
now! Can you take it?
Thrust!
Pierce through!
I'm ready!
Raging!
Hey! Ha! Blow them away!
Hey! Poodle's quivering! I think we're about to be real lucky!
Ich muss gleich dran denken, da drüben nochmal eben runter zu springen. Arovana, ein Urfisch mit einzigartigem Aussehen. Er heizt die Nachfrage bei denen an, die ihn persönlich bewundern wollen. Kann für Geld verkauft werden. Ja, nice.
Let's see what you've got.
Here I come!
Can't get out of this!
Hör auf auszuweichen, du Kack.
A new melody!
Swallow blade!
Your reflexes will not serve you well here.
Slash! Azure Storm!
Illuminate
You're
the
finished!
dark!
Orochi's Fury!
Holy Land!
Elusive deity!
Here I come! It's over!
Hallo, komm runter mit dem
Slash!
Elusive
Swallow
deity!
blade! It's over!
Sleep now.
Here I
Get
come!
on in there with the
Too fast!
Stand back. I'll trip it up.
Armor won't save you!
Dragon Shell! Azure Storm!
So.
There's more where that came from.
What's with that shining foe over there?
Genau. Hier müssen wir, glaube ich, auch gleich runterspringen. Naja. Aha.
Oh man, I hope I live long enough to regret this.
Azure Storm!
Take this!
Holy Glimmer!
Slash!
Hey, when did I get so popular?
You picked the wrong fight! Take this!
Regenerate!
Swallow blade! Okay, here I go!
Wäre auch cool, wenn du triffst einfach.
Sonic
Leave the
thrust!
ensnaring to me.
Here I come!
Yeah!
It's
Bubbling to me!
Azure Storm!
Thunder Blade!
You're mine!
Illuminate the dark!
Heal!
Come
Sonic
Holy
thrust!
Glimmer!
Oh,
Holy
das ist
Land!
nervig.
Azure Storm! This one's all mine!
Glimmer Dragon!
Here I come! It's over! You picked the wrong fight! Swallow blade!
Resonate with the earth!
Divine Strength!
Pierce through!
Now we're never...
Orochi's Fury! Swallow
Make with
blade!
darkness!
Take this!
You are the epitome of brawn before brains. Thank you. It's mostly a compliment.
Azure Storm! Slash! Be still!
Light Astrolith! Now!
Armor won't save... I'm on a roll
Here.
now! Take this!
Get on in there
You're
with the
mine!
I'm on it! Talon Hurricane! Elusive
Down
deity!
into the Nova!
I'm ready!
Zara frozen!
Hammer. So, dann ist hier auch irgendwo die Eule.
I've been doing really great lately.
Da ist die Eule.
Maybe something's going on in the forest.
Wait, hier ist aber nicht die Kiste. Die war hier. Hier müssen wir runterhüpfen. Oh. Stockköder. Ein langer, schmaler Oberflächenköder. Ohne zusätzliche Bewegung ist seine einfache Form wohl kaum ein überzeugender Köder. Okay. Ist abgeschmiert. So. Wo waren wir jetzt noch nicht? Hier drüben müssen wir noch einmal hin. Ja. uns erst noch mal links.
Go no further!
Take this! Azure Storm!
Let's
Here I come! You're finished! Damn it! This one's all mine! Dragon Shout! Sonic Thrust!
Radiant light!
Eat dirt!
Regeneration!
Take this!
Regenerate!
Another incantation ruined.
Plasma Shock!
Yeah, I appreciate the concern.
The sooner we stop.
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Oh, schön. Alle
Everyone
kaputt.
hanging in.
Oh. Darüber. Hallo, hallo, lass mich da lang.
Erdbeeren.
Voll. Da. Ein bisschen Reis.
Right, here
Bestowed
goes!
thy mystic
Here I
mercy.
come!
Dance in the
Azure
wind!
Storm!
Confiscated!
Fairy circle!
Thank you.
Azure
Go home.
Storm!
I only did what any other would.
Swallow Blade!
I think you're nicer than you let on.
It would appear I attract too much attention.
Bananas!
I'm ready! All back!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
See that?
That training's paying off!
Holding down, ready to strike!
Azure Storm!
I can carve through. Roll now with the earth.
Azure Storm! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
I
Easy
think I'm getting
peasy.
stronger.
Oh yeah? Think you could beat me at arm wrestling?
When have I not beaten you?
Right. I'll just go on ahead then.
Da waren wir schon, naja. Natürlich komme ich da jetzt nicht durch. Hallo. Den Reis und einmal angeln.
A
Aber wobei wir
fish.
haben immer noch
You saw
keine,
it too, right?
neue Angel, ne? Können wir gleich mal eben holen.
There's a nice breeze here.
Mal gucken eben, was wir hier sonst so bekommen.
I've got something.
Bam, badam, 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 badam. So, was haben wir hier Feines?
I'll catch something bigger
Ja,
next time.
wieder ein
You take your
kleiner
fishing pretty
Piraku.
seriously.
Ruku. Nicht Kuru, Ruku.
There we
Jetzt
go.
wieder ein Barsch. Ich glaube, wir brauchen echt mal eine neue Angel.
Well, it's not bad per se.
Dänischer Barsch.
Maybe you could keep it as a pet.
Naja, das hat keinen Sinn. Müssen wir gleich erst eine neue Angel holen. So, dann waren wir jetzt hier überall. Sind wir jetzt hier noch? Ja. Dann können wir noch ein paar
Kudos, check out
Nebenquests
that water.
abgeben, die Angel holen und so. Waren wir hier schon? Ja, ne? Oder? Hier kamen wir hoch. Ja. Okay. $3.000 Gold. Wuhu. So. Würde ich sagen, haben wir unser Ziel für heute
I
erreicht.
think the animals back at the ranch should be all grown up by now.
Können wir? Können wir? Nee, ne? Nö. Okay. Dann raste ich hier einmal. Speicher gleich und dann machen wir noch ein bisschen Nebenkram.
Gosh, the castle's even larger once you get close to it.
What's that shining thing up top? A spirit vessel? It feels creepy, like it's watching over everything.
You think he knows we're here?
We'd best assume as much, yes.
What we have to do is simple. Just beat Volrun and rescue Shion. That's it.
Try not to work yourself up too much. We have a lot of city and castle yet to traverse.
Nein, nicht kochen und wir reden mal mit... Gitarre.
Isara, let's talk for a bit.
Bla 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 bla
I'll
bla
take
bla.
watch tonight. It's okay.
Wäre eh keine Cutscene gekommen. Das war jetzt nur so ein dummes Zeigen, dass sie reden. Da war keine Sprechblase hinter.
Rise and shine.
So, speichern. Einmal gucken, ob wir FP wieder vergeben können, aber ich glaube nicht. Nö.
We're almost ready.
So, Karte. Da können wir mal eben die Nebenquest abgeben. Mit den
to
Affen.
leave.
Dann können wir noch einmal in den Eulenwald. Einmal in die Bibliothek. Und uns die Angel eben holen.
Okay.
Wie läuft's mit den Affenzeugen?
Okay.
Wir haben sie alle ausgelöscht. Eure Fische sind vorerst sicher. Oh ja, das ist gut. Dann müssen wir jetzt nicht mehr hungern.
Yes.
Ich liebe es wirklich zu angeln. Es gibt nichts Besseres, als rauszugehen und seine getreue Angel auszuwerfen.
What?
Oh, eigentlich benutzen wir Netz zum Fischen. Damit geht's viel einfacher.
Really?
Ihr tut was? Sie fischen lieber große Mengen, wohingegen du den Nervenkitzel des Zweikampfs schätzt. Das ist einfach ein anderer Ansatz. Wenn du mal einen Angelpartner suchst, komme ich gerne mit.
Dohalim.
Dohali. Oh, hier geht's ganz schön zur Sache. Sieht so aus, als hättest du einen ganz schönen Brocken am Haken, Kumpel. Wie auch immer, danke für eure Hilfe mit den Affenzeugern. Jetzt können wir wieder in Ruhe fischen. Boop, boop.
Dohalim, I'm going.
Und dann war das... Wir können gerade gar nicht schnell reisen. Wir können gerade nicht zurück in die alten Gebiete. Wir können nicht mal zum Eulenwald porten. Muts. Das habe ich mir nicht gemerkt, wo wir hin müssen. Da will ich hin. Ja. Dann
To look into some seasonal fishing spots.
belastend. Das belastend. Dann müssen wir wohl erst Shion retten. Aber das möchte ich jetzt gar nicht anfangen.
by all means.
Aber wir haben
Leave the
noch
preparations to me as
15
well.
Minuten.
I'll bring the rods.
Das lohnt nicht mehr.
Would you prefer your fish served grilled or raw?
I'll
Guck ich mal, wo
trust your
ich
judgment,
uns
Kisara.
hinschubse. Wer ist denn so da? Keiner da. Keiner da. Egal, dann machen wir so aus. Ich muss auch ganz dringend auf Toilette und ich muss gleich los. Ich habe auch gerade gesehen, ich wurde gerade angerufen, dann muss ich gleich auch nochmal zurückrufen. Also machen wir einfach so Feierabend. Wie gesagt, kleine Streampause. Wir sehen uns dann wahrscheinlich erst nächstes Wochenende dann wieder. Maybe schaffen wir da schon das Finale von Tales of Arise. Mal gucken. Und darauf die Woche kommt der New World raus, wenn es nicht wieder verschoben wird. Da werden wir dann auch reinschauen. Aber diese Woche ist jetzt erstmal ein kleines Päuschen, ihr Lieben. Habt noch ein schönes Wochenende. Startet gut in die nächste Woche. Lasst euch nicht ärgern. Und wir sehen uns. Vielen Dank fürs Einschalten. Bis zum nächsten Mal. Tschüss.